This one is called Neruda's Garden. When the soldiers flooded Neruda's garden with their orders that night on Isla Negra, the poet turned them on their heels from the top of his stairs with one careful phrase. There is only one danger for you here, poetry. And so it is that I'm reminded that some poet in the Middle East lost his hand today. Which makes me sad how safe I am in America these days. The worst they would do here, what, tap my phone, monitor my emails, maybe even peek at my books? Which worries me very little when it comes to my leaders' skills with literary interpretation. They've forgotten this power. They've forgotten where to send the soldiers. They've lost the coordinates for the garden. Liquid crystal blocks their signal. Black oil covers the path. But I am at my desk upstairs writing, and the garden is here, just outside my window, filled with fellow citizens sipping lattes and driving Toyotas. And I am trying to become dangerous. So what it is, for every artist, I have a poem that I like to read for artists who have ever been critiqued. And I've always wondered, what gives a critic his job? Does somebody, like put a sword on each shoulder, and I dub a critic. Okay, right. It's like I was saying earlier, back when Siskel and Ebert, if they ever gave a movie 2 thumbs down, I went straight out and rented it. Just go straight to get it. But for any artist who has ever been critiqued by a professional critic, I have a poem I like to read. I thought, well, I've read enough critiques now to know how idiotic they are, and I decided, well, I can be a critic too. I can do that. So I picked a work of art and I went to town. And this is called Between Two Artists. Dear God, I have always admired your work, and were it not for that, I wouldn't bother you with this. But I must say that your installation piece above Point Lobos Nature Reserve in Big Sur in California simply goes too far. The Monterey pines are too tall. The cypresses are too fanned out in perfection from trunks tied in intricate knots that would take centuries to unravel. The cliffs appear superimposed just for dramatic effect, with impossible jags giving way to fairy tale caves that burst forth gushes of blue water that look like a frickin' French soda topped with cotton candy cream spray. The crash of waves and explosions of foam are too much like a Disneyland ride. There are too many kinds of birds, too many varieties of plants, and too much color in both, I might add. In short, it lacks integrity. It does not speak to the truth of the way things are, and I don't think that viewers will trust or believe its authenticity.